Week 11, Nogi.
You hit my hand. It fucked me.
Sorry. Week 11, Nogi.
Right.
Week 11, Nogi. This week, we have been looking at the close guard. A classic position. So, last week, we were here. We got behind an elbow and we were rocking the free world. We were going from here. We were taking backs. We were sweeping. It was sick. But then sometimes our partner would take this arm, throw it across the body, and then all of that stuff was off the table. So from here, we're looking at what can we start doing when we get into this position where we do have our partner's posture, but they've got hand or elbows on the mat either side of our body. We're going to start to climb to a clamp. So from here, I'm going to switch from my armpit grip and I'm going to throw the inside of my elbow and just cover the top of Brian's head like this. I know that he wants to immediately posture up and get vertical. So I'm going to cover the head. And then from here, we just started to game. So first of all, we began our class by just getting a feel for this position. If Brian was able to get vertical, whether he was in a kneeling position or if he stood up, and then he got all the way vertical, that was a win for Brian. If I managed to get on top or get to a trap triangle where we had an arm in, arm out, and I just had my ankles together before he was able to get vertical, that would be a win for me. And then we gamed it out from there. The main thing that we saw was it was hard to keep people's posture whilst we were working through that. So the way that we like to do it, cover the back of the head, and then I want to put my heel and jam it into this like triangle of his collarbone and his trapezius muscle across the top here. So if you're flexible, you'll be able to just bring your heel and stick it straight in there. If not, you're going to have to keep that cover on the back of the head, push your chest away, make a little bit more space between you guys, and then bring the heel. You want to bring your knee to touch the sole of your own foot. And it's super important that, just sit up a tiny bit. It's super important that my knee is above the line of Brian's shoulders. I don't want to get caught playing clamp with my leg down here and he will start trying to suck this leg in. That makes everything that I do really hard. So it's not uncommon to cover the head and even push this bicep out of the way, slide my knee up, then stomp and bring my heel in. What order that you do things in just depends on how we're playing here, but this is awesome to get to this position. Then from here, keeping pressure on the back of the head, I'll now wrap around my knee and squeeze my knee in, and this will keep that pressure down as long as I stay out on my side and I squeeze in the leg. I'm going to take a palm up grip underneath Brian's wrist, so I'm sort of grabbing where his wristwatch would sit. Then from here, two options. I'll either place his palm against his chest and then throw my leg over the top, getting to my trap triangle, or if his arm's out wide, then I bring my leg through and then I throw it across. So these are two methods that we could use to get into a trap triangle. So from then we played our first game again. Now, something that started to emerge from that was when people were trying to suck your bottom leg, they would often flare their elbow. Cut a bit of an angle here. Once our partner figured out that we needed this right knee to come out, they would start like pulling down on this, trying to do whatever they could to keep that leg there, and that elbow would flare. As soon as that happens, I'm going to look to tuck my toes in that gap. So I punch my arm through, thread my toes inside. As soon as I get to here, I got to keep my left hand here on the inside line of my leg and wrap over the far end of Brian's tricep, just above his elbow. Now from here, I put him in the stocks. I'm going to start to climb up onto my elbow, and then I'm going to start to roll my partner all the way over to the other side. Cool? Let's come up close. So, and this will land us here in this position called the stocks. Now, once I land here, I have so many options of what I could do. I'm going to stay nice and low covering this elbow. I could be a jerk and start to like muffler, wrist lock. I can push his head away, bring my shin in front to where I have monoplata. I can dig underneath his neck and attack the gogoplata. If we go back to our original position here, I can bring my outside leg in. Now I'm in triangle situations. I've got lots of different variants of triangle. I can come up on top to mounted. I can lock, or my preferred submission from here, I think like the highest percentage one is just go for a shotgun armbar. So when I'm here in this position, I grab the elbow, cup it, and I bring it all the way up into my armpit and I hold on. Then from here, I could just throw a leg over and then start to sit back, right? Or a super, super tight finish, especially if you've got like a flexible, squirmy sort of partner, is I bring this leg all the way over, tuck it in, and then I go 3/4 here. This is serious stuffs. Clamp the elbow. The tap you can see is already nasty business. That's what we got going on this week.